Hi everyone, Warren Hayes once again here, and I am thrilled to be chatting with the Impact Knockouts champion, the Rea de Reas AAA champion, the virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna, how are you today?
Oh, I'm good. I'm tired, I'm beat up, I'm exhausted, but I'm so happy to be here to be celebrating women's wrestling.
Absolutely, because this is where we are right now. It's the aftermath of NWA Empowerrr that happened last night. You successfully retained your title against Melina, legend in the business. How did it feel getting in the ring with Melina, with her background and her lifelong storied career?
Yeah, I've been honored to be in the ring with quite a few legends this past year, and Melina is someone that I watched growing up, someone who helped inspire me to want to become a women's wrestler. So to finally be able to share the ring with her is something I never thought was possible. So it was really, really cool on a personal level. But then to be out there with her and feel that energy, she's so emotional, she's so in the moment, she's so fierce. Mickey keeps calling her a Hellcat, and 100% she brought that out last night. It was not an easy victory, but when it's for my Knockouts championship, I have to take it up to another level.
And one of the things when I watch your matches, one of the things I like to talk about or like to mention is that sometimes it looks like you're playing with your food. It's like you could end the match at any moment, but you're just sort of toying with it. Did you feel you had that kind of loose, those opportunities with Melina last night, or was no man, I have to close the deal here?
You know what? I think I get a little ahead of myself. I do think I probably play with my food a little bit because I know I'm the greatest technical wrestler in the world, right? And when I'm out there, I embody every minute of that. Every minute I get, I own that stage. I try to. So yeah, I think I get a little lax and a little cocky. But you know what? I can end the match whenever I want. Whether, last night it was with Melina's leg. I was able to, target some past injuries she had, exploit that a little bit. Most of the time it is the arm. I'm just proficient enough to be able to find it from anywhere, fortunately. So yeah. I probably play with my food a little bit too much, but in the end, it always works out.
Exactly, and I meant that endearingly, right? Because I think that's one of the cool parts of watching you wrestle. You mentioned it, right? You were didn't think it was possible to wrestle Melina, just regarding everything, but there's a lot of things that we didn't think were possible that are possible these days. The world of wrestling is very exciting. Impact has taken advantage of this forbidden door, but it feels like on the women's side it hasn't been quite as exhaustive, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to burst through that door a little more?
Oh, absolutely. I think I've been probably, if not the most vocal person about wanting to step through that forbidden door, and I was able to do it when I went to AAA for the first time back in May. I was able to challenge Fabi Apache for a title versus title match at Triple Mania. Was the first time I got to do that. But yeah, there's not been a lot of crossover between Impact and AEW on the women's side. And I think, I don't know obviously where the partnership goes from here. I don't know where it ends. And if it doesn't, then that's great. But I definitely like to see women being taken advantage of. There's a lot of dream matches between me and other people on the AEW women's roster, but there's a lot of dream matches for women on our roster for me to have with other people. So my voice, I think people think it's just for me. I get to do so much through Impact Wrestling. I definitely want to spread that love across our entire division because I think our division is one of the best in the world. And I want everyone to get to go through that forbidden door and feel that love and feel that excitement because that's what's made wrestling cool again.
Exactly, I completely agree. Let's say you did have free reign and you could wrestle anyone right now, anywhere, right now. Who would it be?
I would it would be a triple threat. It would be myself versus Chelsea Green versus Dr. Britt Baker.
Oh, goodness. Okay,
that's my dream match.
Okay, well, shout out to Impact Wrestling and AEW.
Hey, TK, that's what we want.
That's what the fans want. And just to wrap this up, Empowerrr last night was a fantastic show and a very special moment as well. How did you feel being a part of that?
Oh, I cried in an interview earlier, so I'm going to try not to cry now, but women's wrestling means so much to me. I have loved this my entire life. It was my first love, and I wanted to be able to empower women and push forward forward the narrative that women are main event, women are the draw, we can have our own show, we can have time and investment and stories and all those things that we deserve. And to be a part of the first ever all women's pay-per-view run by all women was an absolute honor. I on and off cried all day yesterday because I just am so proud of where we were and where we've come. And to be a part of this in where women's wrestling is today has fulfilled a lifelong goal of mine. So I'm on cloud 9, not just with wrestling, but my life.
Oh, that's fantastic. And how do you feel about the future of women's wrestling moving forward?
Yeah.
Do you think it's in a good place right now?
Absolutely. I think seeing the women across the board, there was such a wide spectrum of women who, someone like Tootie Lynn, who was out there in her hometown with her hometown crowd. Her family was out there, living her best life out there.
For sure.
But finally kind of getting her first platform, her first taste of being in an environment like this. And then, then there's Mickey, who's running the show, and everyone in between, wherever they fall. That is so inspiring to see people step up to the plate, people have these crazy championship matches, to see in an arena that was literally sold out. There were people waiting outside the door last night that could not get tickets. I think this proves to the world, if it doesn't prove to the world, I literally don't know what would. I think this proves that women's wrestling is in a phenomenal place right now, and the future is endless. The possibilities are endless, and we can only continue to grow up. This needs to happen every single year.
It should every single week on top of that. Let's just make it happen. Deonna, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Congratulations on your defense again.
Thank you so much.
And here's to many more.
Here's to many more.